Hi friends, welcome to Saturday in the Studio. My name is Lisa Schmid and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and we are actually in the studio today. My hair looks funky. I'm like, why does it look funky on camera? It looked fine in the it looked fine in the mirror. Anyway, I'm excited to come to you today and show you a stamp set that is a bundle, a suite, final answer, a suite that is in our spring mini catalog, and part of it is free with a celebration order. So a $50 order and you can get it for free. So how are you doing? Pop in the chat. How are you doing this morning? We had a very odd week. I felt very strange because our week was Monday we had a professional development, so we were at school without kids. Tuesday we were at school with kids. Wednesday and Thursday we had e-learning, aka snow day with computer learning. And then Friday we were back at school. So it was just a very strange week for all of us. But my kids went around and said at the end of the day, what's your rose? What's your thorn? And many of them, their rose was e-learning and their thorn was e-learning.
What is rose and thorn?
Rose and thorn
mean a good thing and a bad thing.
Yes, a good thing and a bad thing. Sorry, and I've taught them, so they know what that means. A rose and a thorn. So yeah, a rose and a thorn, and they, so many of them said e-learning was the rose because it was fun to be home, eat whenever you want, sleep in. The thorn was being home and trying to do school because we've all forgotten how to do that. And anyway, so it was good to see their little shining faces back on Friday. All right, so I'm going to show you this suite that's called Enjoy the Journey. First, I'm going to show you where it comes from. And where it comes from. It comes from the mini catalog here, the spring mini catalog, January to April. I'm going to move my coffee out of the way or that's going to end up on the floor. I can see that happening. Mini catalog, January through April. It is on page 58 and 59. And if you came to our Super Stampin' Sunday, Amy Rich did a feature on this. And it is just fun. It is so much fun. The paper by itself is outstanding. And that is the piece that is free with a $50 order. And so let me show you. I'm going to start with the paper. I don't have a board made, but I'm going to come back to on Monday. I'm going to show you a lot more things with this stamp set. So I'm going to start with just show you this super beautiful paper, the scraps that I have left. I love the stars. We've got these mountains. Look at how fun. These are already cut. We could use those just like that. We've got this beautiful moon. So my pieces, I apologize.
Morning, everyone.
Are all sort of scraps of what's left, but I'm going to show you some pieces that I took out of here, which is why the scraps are left. So let's go ahead and do that. That'll be more impressive than these pieces. All right. So I like pure stamping. Well, this one maybe is like pure DSP. I don't know. Let me show you the stamp set. So stamp set is great. And the dies are even better because there are several bonus dies. And so come back Monday and I'm going to show you a little bit more detail about the dies, featuring more on the dies. Today I'm featuring more on the paper. So the Designer Series paper, we are going to use, I pulled out 3 actually. So we're going to use that, and we're going to use that, and we're going to use this. This by itself is beautiful. I think I'm going to go with this one to start. It's pretty.
Sounds good.
Yeah. And I chose on this one just to use a basic white background on top of a basic black background. So this is just cut at in a 1/4 inch, which is 4 by 5 1/4. So then I go in 1 more 1/4 inch to do 3 3/4 by 5. And that's a handy way to just get a nice little border on top of a 1/2 card. One thing I want to say is that when you're using Designer Series paper that is 12 by 12, if you cut it in strips of either 3 or 4, that's the best way to maximize pieces like this that have this whole design on it. So let's go ahead and stick this on. It is just, I think it's really, really pretty. Both sides. I like this. It's Melon Mambo, and I also really like the moon, obviously, is beautiful. Makes me think of Haleakala in Hawaii, although I've never been there.
Really?
I have not. Yeah. Tell us what it is, Dave.
Haleakala is an extinct volcano on the island of Maui.
Mm-hmm.
One of the very fun things to do is to go see sunrise at Haleakala. Many people also bike down the mountain after that. I never did that. I'm good just going to see sunrise.
Yeah, I don't really want to bike down it either.
And if you're flying out there, I always say the best time to do sunrise on Haleakala is your first night there, because your sleep schedule is already all messed up. So it's going to disrupt you the least to go see sunrise on your first night on Maui. It just
that sounds great. Yeah, that sounds really good. Yes, because you're already waking up so early. I'm going to use, I believe on this one, I think Mountains of Thanks. These phrases are great. Let's just pause for a moment and look at them. So this moment is the start of something great. Love that. Boy, that kind of feels like us right now with the refuge. You belong among the stars. Wishing you joy in this next adventure. We're in this together. Wow, all of these just are applicable to us right now. I'm inspired by your courage and Mountains of Thanks. So, Dave, I think I'm going to do Mountains of Thanks. Sorry, I'm not even going to ask you because sometimes I ask you and then I do what I want.
Very fun. Jenny bikes down Haleakala.
What? Or biked it. Wow.
Yeah, biked in.
Yeah, that's crazy. Was it hard, Jenny? That's what I think.
It was cold.
Yes,
I'm sure it's not hard. It's all downhill. So
yeah, but I don't know. Downhill sometimes even on a bike makes me nervous.
How fun, Diane. Diane's up at Big Portage Lake in Bacchus.
Chilling and
snowmobiling and chilling in the cabin.
Cute. Fun. So I am going to use the dies from Something Fancy. And these dies actually are quite amazing because they are all over the place. That's not why they're amazing. They're amazing because these are the dies. So even without the stamp set, these dies are so versatile to use with so many of our different stamps. So I die cut out 2 sizes. I die cut out this small-ish rectangle and then the larger one. And sometimes a little time saver for me is sometimes I die cut a bunch at a time. You can die cut 2 at a time. And then I just have them when I'm looking for a quick word or I need to make a quick card. I can use those. And I'm not sure which one I'm going to use on this, so we'll see. Okay, Mountains of Thanks. Let's put that aside. Mountains of Thanks is right here. And I think it'll fit nicely on that one. So we'll just put it on the little bit smaller one. But that's a good time saver if you have a little container with just basic white different shapes.
Layers.
Yeah, exactly. It just makes it so quick and easy because when you're die cutting, die cut a bunch and you've got them. All right, so this says Mountains of Thanks. I could tell my ink isn't all the way on there. There we go. All right, I do love that this is photopolymer so that I can see through. I am liking photopolymer better than the rubber stamps, actually. The other thing that comes in this bundle is this fabulous twine. Dave, I don't know if you want to look up the name of that. I don't remember. It's on page 58. But how fun in Garden Green, Pumpkin Pie, and Pool Party. And so for this one, I'm going to use the Pumpkin Pie because I think that will tie in quite nicely. And I love when things are kind of simple. I know.
All right, hold on. The creative name for that is the 3 twine combo pack.
Oh, that's right. How could I forget it? The 3 twine combo pack. Woo! All right. Thank you. Stampin' Up. Sometimes I just tape these on the back. I'm just going to use some adhesive here and secure my twine like this. I don't have to wrap all the way around, although I can. But why would I? I'm just going to. Normally I would just secure it and then I don't have to. Okay, no, I am not going to do that. I'm going to secure it. I wanted to put 2, which is why I'm going up and down here. So there's 1. And yeah, you could just go all the way around and tie it. That works fine. Sometimes I like this because it's a little bit tighter. It makes it a little bit tighter. I want to cross it. I want the cross to be over on this side. That's where my words are going to be. And we can, of course, manipulate that. Scotch tape is a great thing to just hold that. There we go. And did you know, fun fact, 3M is from Minnesota. And you can go to the 3M museum wait, 3M is not Scotch though, is it? All of a sudden I'm having a second thought there. All right, let's
3M
go.
Museum is in Two Harbors.
I know, in Two Harbors, but more, all of a sudden I was like, wait, is Scotch 3M? Anyway. Fun fact for today. Let's move that over. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and pop this up, of course. Let's add a couple dimensionals here. A couple being 4. I didn't know till I married Dave that a couple is actually 2, which, hello, of course that makes sense. A couple is 2, a few is 3, and then more is probably more. I don't know. All right, let's go ahead and stick that on there. It's crooked, I think. There we go. All right, and then the last thing I'm just going to add, it could go down here too. The last thing I'm going to add is just a couple of gems. And I thought these are the adhesive backed milky dots. And I thought the kind of goldish ones, or these, I think I'm going to use the goldish ones. They kind of look orangey. These are also from our Spring Mini. Just trying to decide where I want to put this. I think here. Don't think too much with these. That's really the case. I probably overthink where I'm putting my gems, and that's not necessary. Oh, the take your pick, you ask? I'm going to put that one up there so it brings it up to the words. The take your pick, you ask? When you get the take your pick, this is what comes in it. I just ordered one, and I thought, I'm just going to keep that just to show you. So you do get a scoring tool. You also get another of the green putty.
The putty.
The putty?
The putty tip.
Yes, thank you, the putty tip. And then you do have this, which covers the little spatula. And the spatula turns around and you get this little
paper piercer.
Paper piercer. Dave has all the official words. I just have that poker. And usually, I'll be honest, I throw this away and I throw this away. But some of you might want to keep that. So there you go. So that is what comes in the take your pick. It's such a wonderful.
And that scoring tool? What are the two ends? Are they just two different sizes of
just
score?
2 different sizes. One is larger, one is smaller. You could use it by using one of our pads and a ruler. You could use it with your bone folder and just kind of hold it there and I actually have Stampin' Up! Scoring tool, which I prefer. The scoring, like the whole board. I prefer that because it's just, I guess it's straighter and easier to use. So there is Mountains of Thanks. You are welcome to do an announcement. Why are you smirking? Okay. I have a couple other that I'm going to make, but you are free to go if you want them. These are exactly the same. I'm going to make them while you're talking.
One just quick announcement is right now, as Lisa mentioned, we are in celebration. Final days.
My goodness. Tuesday.
Is Tuesday the 1st or the 28th?
Tuesday is the 28th. So okay. Tuesday is the last day. So
Tuesday is the last day. So with celebration, just for those of you who maybe don't know, for every $50 that you order, sorry, I'm having trouble getting to my page.
It's okay.
There we go.
We still love
For every $50 you order, you get to select something from our special celebration catalog. If you spend $100, you could get 2 of the $50 items or 1 of the $100 items. And if you order more than 300, you can get the free celebration host set that's available at that level as well. And that would be in addition to your others. You don't have to choose that instead. So just remember that is happening. We are in the final days. More items were added. We sort of went through those the other day when we were with you, but just wanted to put out there celebration through Tuesday. Get your orders in now for free stuff, because who doesn't love free stuff?
I love free stuff.
All right.
Well, my card took a little longer than your announcement, and that's okay. But I do have another card I want to show you. So this one, one thing.
Another announcement later.
Okay. So one thing with this card, because it's kind of plain, that we could do is we could add some trees. So we could stamp some trees, and we could also pop the moon in there. Well, the moon, I guess, wouldn't show over the trees. So probably just the trees.
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah, the moon over the trees would be more like a UFO.
Yeah. I'm like, wait a minute, that doesn't work. All right. So let's go ahead and just stamp a couple of let's make sure we've got the right side. That's the right side. And I'm going to stamp those in Garden Green. Normally you would stamp first, but I was just trying to get done.
Can you move your other card out of the way?
This one, all the stuff? Yes.
All the stuff.
I'm sorry. There you go.
Let's clear our work surface.
There we go. Okay. So we could stamp a couple trees on here just to add a little dimension. And just kind of across the bottom. And I know I'm stamping, I already have black, but you know what the great thing about black is it's fine.
It absorbs it all.
Yep, so we could put a little bit in the front. I do want to show you this other, so that again, just designer series paper, but I want to show you this one also because same layout. This one, how great you could put the trees up on the ridge. A couple, oh, Dave's saying no. Well, I'm going to put a couple of trees in front because I have a little thing I want to show you with the couple trees in front. That was like a really serious no.
Sorry, up on the ridge,
face.
They'd be like completely out of proportion.
Okay. Well, I want to put some trees on here because I want to stamp a little bit. And I thought this was really fun. You can just stamp the tips of the trees. So you're actually getting to the tree line, which is fun. These images make me think of Colorado, where Nathan lives, our son and his wife. And they're a little bit, there we go. So you have a little bit of a tree line there. I kind of like that. Adds a little bit. And then we could go ahead and add our moon on this one. The other thing we could add on this one, we've got a couple things, is in here are some stars. So let's go ahead and add the stars first. And then we'll add some of the moon. I'm going to use this one.
Just leave space for your moon.
Yep. And I'm going to actually stamp the stars. Oh, I grabbed Coastal Cabana. I meant to grab Pool Party. But I'm going to go ahead and stamp them in this. Pool Party. Can you grab a... no, I don't need it. I'll just use this one. We're all good. But Pool Party is the color that coordinates here. But how fun if we just add some stars up here. So it makes it a little bit more. And by some, I mean a lot. I mean like the whole sky. Because you're not, well, I guess if the moon is just coming out, you might have a couple. But yeah, I mean like a lot. Just add some texture back there. I'm going to leave that bottom row empty. Can you see the stars?
The
stars are coming out at night.
Are there snowflakes?
No, I don't want them to be snowflakes. We have enough snow. The other thing that's in this little set is, it's right here, this little partial moon. So we could stamp the whole moon, or we could put a little sliver. And the sliver is kind of cool.
Crescent.
A crescent, yes. We learned all about that in 3rd grade. A crescent moon. And that would probably come out better on this because this you're going to see the stars behind it. So I think I'm going to go with the safe crescent moon. But let's decide what phrase are we going to put on this one. I'm inspired by your courage. You belong among the stars. Chime in any point here and help me out.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I think we need a little one again.
Little one.
Yep. And I think like that, perhaps. No?
Sure.
Mostly I wanted to show you that. What's that?
No. Yep.
Dave says right there. All right, we'll do it right there. You belong among the stars. Let's try just a different sentiment here. You belong among the stars. And this isn't really even my second card. My second card is something else. And I don't want to stamp it on the garden green. I'm thinking my base paper. All of a sudden I can't see my colors, is the Pool Party. Whoopsie. So I think I'm going to stamp it in that Coastal Cabana because it kind of brings in that color right there, which is Pool Party. But as I told you, we're going to go with Coastal Cabana because it's right here. No need to make Dave get up. You could always stamp it in black as well. We'll stamp it in this and see how it looks. And if not, we'll go to black. You belong among the stars. I kind of like it. It's a little bit a little bit more subtle than the black. The black would look good too. Okay, let's go ahead and attach all this together. And any good comments about any of our things? No? I have not wowed you yet? That's okay. So these are just kind of fun cards you can make using the designer series paper which is free in this stamp set. In this bundle, the sweet. All right, and this one I think I'm just going to tie a little knot on it, perhaps with the cord. Stick this on here. Yep. You belong among the stars. My moon just fell off the edge. Yeah, kind of like it like that. All right, I'm going to pop this up with some dimensionals. Here they are. I do like to use my take your pick. So, what are you looking for, love?
Nothing.
You say nothing, but you just looked over here. What are you looking for?
I was looking to see where your dimensionals were, but you found them.
Gotcha. Always taking care of me, that's for sure. All right, so we'll pop those off. Go ahead and stick this on about there. I like it. You belong among the stars. And then we'll just pop this little moon in. And I'm going to just use our little bit of glue. This would be a good one for those adhesive sheets. The moon, just because it's little. And we'll just pop it right here. Let go of me. Like that. All right. So not super, just simple. Which, as you may know, I said I like simple. I do like simple, but I don't do simple very much. And so if you didn't want to do simple, you could always add something like a little bow. I think that would look cute. We're going to add that. Dave's saying no, but I do. Let's try it and see, and then we don't have to glue it on. How's that sound? You know, these are ones in my head. You know how that goes. Sometimes good, sometimes not. But you know what's going to happen and be like, oh, Dave, you were right. All right. Should we tell them about the refuge while we're doing this? Many of you have heard about it, but we made major headway. Or were you going to show something?
Yep.
Okay. You can show.
Are you ready for another commercial?
I am, because then I'm going to do my next card while I'm finishing this, and then I'll show them this. Go ahead.
Sounds good. Well, Lisa just mentioned the refuge, which the refuge, the Refuge Little Falls, is our retreat center that we are opening in Little Falls, Minnesota. And I am excited to announce that we have, let's see why my screen shrunk down, but that's okay. There we go. Nope. We
have been working like dogs. Why do they say that? Because there's working dogs?
Oh, of course.
We've been working hard, but we have had a really good time doing it.
All right. The Refuge Little Falls is our retreat center that we are opening in Little Falls, Minnesota. And I'm excited to announce today we have opened up some dates for you to come and join us.
Ooh.
We have dates scheduled in April that we are doing what we call our hosted retreats. What's a hosted retreat, do you ask? Well, when you come to one of our hosted retreats, we take care of everything. You get to just come and get away. Just come and craft and not worry about a thing. We will take care of all of your meals. We'll provide for you your own bed. All of our crafters get to sleep in their own bed. No bed sharing, no summer camp experience here at the Refuge Little Falls. So we have space for 10 to join us on these hosted weekends. We will give you your own crafting space in the studio. And the dates that we have available are April 28th to the 30th and April 21st to the 23rd. Those are backwards, but that's okay. You can still read them right there. Where you're going to go to sign up for these is therefugelittlefalls.com, and I'm going to pop that in a banner coming across the bottom of our screen here so that you know. And an added bonus just for you. Because you, as our loyal Stamper Studio viewers, I'm making available a very special gift for you. And that is, if you sign up in the next month for either one of our hosted weekends, or you can go on our calendar and book to rent the whole house. If you want to bring your own group of 10 people to the refuge, you are welcome to do that. But right now, special bonus for our Stamper Studio viewers. Use the promo code TheStamperStudio and you will get 20% off your stay.
That's
Whether
awesome.
It's the hosted or you're booking the whole house, you will get 20% off using the promo code TheStamperStudio.
That's
Again,
awesome.
That's a special deal just for you, our Stamper Studio viewers, and we are excited to have you join us in Little Falls.
Yeah, it's great, you guys. It's a dream. It's a dream come true because it's been a long time coming. All right, so there are two of the cards that we just made. I popped some stars in there. Love that little moon. So just using the Designer Series paper, and literally this one went up a tiny notch by adding the moon, but you could just use the Designer Series paper. Okay, what I had showed you one other time we made live was our card here. This peekaboo, maybe peek through card. And so we actually are making this morning at Card Cafe, but I want to make one other card using designer series paper.
Just want to say, Jenny said can't wait for the refuge, and that's
Yeah.
because Jenny is coming with one of our first groups who have rented out the house. So can't wait to have you there, Jenny. That's going to be fun for you guys. And also join us for one of our hosted weekends or book your own group there.
Yeah, and if you don't know, Dave is a great cook, so you will be treated like royalty. I'm going to use Melon Mambo. It's just our typical half sheet of cardstock. And it's going to look like a book fold, but it is not a book fold. And if a book fold looks like
a book,
yeah. This is just cut 1/4 inch in, and you'll see why I'm going to use this in a moment. So I'm going to put on this beautiful paper, and this is where it looks like a book fold comes into play. So I'm going to go ahead and stick that on right there, because you'll see why in a moment. But look how fun that is. Oh, I love it. Love it. This is another one we're making this morning at Card Cafe. Card Cafe is once a month, so if you ever want to come, it is a very fun time.
Usually the 3rd Saturday of the month.
That is, oops, I put it on the wrong side. Dang it. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do.
Well, go with it.
Oh, shucks. That's not what I wanted. All right, I'm going to put it on the other side. No?
No, that'll be very sticky.
Okay, we'll just stick it on. That's not what I wanted, but that's okay.
You can fix it later before you do the pictures.
Okay. I can stick another one on top of it. Okay.
Exactly.
Aw, shucks. Anyway, okay. So I'm going to use the orange. I could do that one. Yeah, no, I wanted to do the pink. I'm going to use the orange twine. And here's why I wanted to put it on a piece of paper, because now I can tie around the orange twine, the pumpkin pie twine. This is from my friend Amy Rich. I was like, what? That's so smart. Because I did wonder when I was looking at her card, I thought, how did she get the ribbon around when it's designer series paper? That's not easy to do because it's kind of thin. It's designer series paper.
Just mounted it on white.
Mount it on white and you're good to go. All right, let's go ahead and tie a bow. Now, if this ends up being too loose, I'm going to purposely make it a little bit loose so I can show you how to fix it. How's that sound? Well, it's not really that loose, but if it was loose, what you can do is just turn it over and take a piece of tape and kind of twist this and tape it, and that'll tighten it up a little bit for you. Okay, so there is that. Now this piece is going to go on here, but I want to show you a piece from the dies that is the mountain. So this is the mountain die, and so I took a piece of paper 3 by 3 by 4, and I die cut out the mountain. Once I die cut out the mountain, this is the piece I want to use. Too many things, sorry. This is the piece I want to use right here. However, why can't I use this piece? This is a mountain, right?
You can.
I can. So I could use this piece this way, or I could turn it over and use it this way.
Or cut it a little shorter.
Yes, exactly. So you can see some of that for sure. But my point is you can use both sides and just, cut the flat, cut the straight side a little bit. So let's go ahead and put this mountain on here, just like this. So pretty. And if it's over a little bit, that's okay, because I'll just trim the edge before I attach it. I think it's okay. If I look on this side, I can see it's over a little bit, but on this side, it looks okay. All right, and then we're just going to go ahead and pop that on here. This is our Melon Mambo, kind of like that. And then, so let's go ahead and stick that on. So this is what I was talking about, that it's really, I was like, how do you get that on there? Well, if you put this on a piece of paper, cardstock first, then you can actually get it on there. I thought that was pretty darn smart of my friend. So we'll go ahead and put that on there. Now, at this point, you could really, there are so many fun dies, and like I said, I'll show you Monday, but you could put a biker up here. He's riding on a mountain biker riding here. You could put a person with their little lamp. You could put a runner. You could put a tent. So many different things, and I'll show you those on Monday. But for today, we are just going to put that little moon again, which is right here. Maybe. I have 2 moons. There it is. They're little, so, that's how it happens. And I'm just going to put my little moon. And this time I'm going to put the glue over here. I'm going to be kind of daring and do that. I don't usually do that because I'm not sure if I can get it on correctly, but
it dries clear.
It does dry clear. And I actually want to... There we go, our little moon. I'm going to rotate it a little bit, though. And that's the nice thing about the glue as opposed to adhesive. And the last thing I want to do is I want to throw on some gems. I could use these, or I could go back and use our adhesive-backed gems. I kind of like these. These are our multifaceted sequins. I believe this is in the annual catalog. Oh, or I could use these kind of amber ones. This is in the annual catalog too. Oh yeah, we can decide here. Not a big decision. I'm going to use those. Everything's a big decision sometimes, don't you think? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and stick on. I'm actually just going to use my little ones here and stick on some of these like that. And one more over here. Boop. Maybe there. Let's scooch this one up a little bit. All right. So there, and I didn't put any sentiment on. Don't pass out, Dave. Didn't put a sentiment on.
It's all good.
I know, but you can put a sentiment on the inside. Yeah, I think that would be fun. So here's the one in the other color this is the one Amy had designed. And you have to remember I flipped that. So when they have pattern there, I think it'll look good too. So there you go, but not super difficult, just cutting out the mountain piece.
And the moon.
What's that?
And the moon.
And the moon, yes. All right, so here's our cards. And Monday, I'm going to show you more of this suite, including the designer series paper, or not designer series paper, including the dies and all of that. I always like to spread these out so you can see them. There you go. But what do you think? It's kind of fun. Especially in Minnesota, we don't really have a lot of mountains, so it's kind of fun to live vicariously through that. I think that's all we have for you. I look forward to seeing you on Monday, and like I said, I'll show you this suite. So happy stamping, friends.